Hey guys, we're checking out the app opening speed between the Nexus 5 and the HTC One M8. I have gone back to the stock ROM and kernel on my Nexus 5. It isn't even rooted at this point, so it is a fair test. Animations are set to their defaults, but I will be turning them off a little later in the video. The Nexus 5, of course, is running stock Android versus the M8 running that Sense skin. Spec-wise, even though the M8 has a Snapdragon 801 and the Nexus the 800, the CPU is actually pretty similar from what we've seen in the benchmark scores, so this could be pretty tight. I've got nothing in memory for either device. Both of these are freshly booted, so yeah, here we go. As always, I'll try and be as accurate as I possibly can. We'll start off here with Facebook. M8 is done, followed by the Nexus 5. Very tight though, really not much in it. Google+. Again, the M8 was just that hair quicker. Twitter was pretty much identical. I couldn't see any difference there whatsoever. Same deal with the Play Store, really no difference between the two. We'll load up Spotify next. Might have been ever so slightly quicker on the M8, but we're really talking about milliseconds. It's unnoticeable right here. Chrome, again, identical speeds. The Google Maps now, and yeah, again, those milliseconds we're talking about, slightly quicker on the M8 again. And we'll load up the camera here to see if there's any difference in camera speeds. A hair quicker on the M8, but that is it. Very swiftly followed by the Nexus 5. Both these devices are crazy quick. What we're going to do now is turn the transitions off, so we don't have to take those into account because they may be slightly different in their in the way they work. Again, nothing is in the recents, and we'll just do the same test again here. So you can see there's definitely no transitions going on. In this case, the Nexus 5 won, swiftly followed by the M8. That's kind of interesting. We'll go to Google+. Nothing to say between them there, looked identical to me. Again, same thing with Twitter, absolutely neck and neck. And the same deal with the Play Store. Slightly quicker on the M8 for Spotify, I think. Chrome, again, I couldn't see a difference. Maps next. I think we're starting to see a pattern here. I really can't see a difference between the two. We'll load up the cameras now. And this time, interestingly, the Nexus 5 comes out on top. Next up, we're going to take a very quick look at the multitasking. Now, there is a very small transition when you do multitasking on the M8 that I couldn't seem to turn off, so do take that into account. The M8 does seem to be a little bit quicker than the Nexus 5 overall in multitasking. I have slowed this down just to show you how close it is. The transition can be a little bit deceiving. I do think the M8 has the app ready before the Nexus 5 though, even taking that into account, but it is a little bit closer than it looks, and these slow-mos should help you actually see the difference. Don't forget the M8 has the fastest screen in terms of response time, and that is going to help you a little bit because as soon as it's recognized your touch, it can start loading the application, whereas the Nexus 5 may be slightly behind in that area. But yeah, there you go guys, that's the app opening speed test between the Nexus 5 and the M8. In terms of these everyday applications, there really isn't a difference between these two devices. Both are blazingly quick. I did feel the M8 was a little bit snappier in terms of multitasking, and when you're quickly switching between 3 or 4 applications, that's when the M8 does feel faster than the Nexus 5 because it just does it very, very quickly. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Peace out.